Nelson Mandela's grandson, Mandela, has reportedly been detained on his way to Gaza. But instead of anger, so many South Africans have been celebrating online. A shocking twist revealing how public sentiment towards the Mandela legacy is changing. Watch the video for the comment section because they're crazy, man. They're really so much fun, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Foreigner. I am a foreigner from East Africa, Uganda, Kampala. Yeah, I'm from East Africa, Uganda, and I do vlogs about foreigners because I was once a foreigner and I hope to be a foreigner in a couple of years to come. Well, I was a foreigner in South Africa, one of the most beautiful countries on the continent and arguably in the world. So now I'm a citizen in my country, but I plan to leave ASAP. So guys, there's this story that is making rounds on the internet about Nelson Mandela's grandson, Nkosi Mandela. So this guy is a grandson to Nelson Mandela. Apparently he was going to Gaza or Palestine, and then he was intercepted by Israel or even Mossad. I'm not quite sure of the story. So he was arrested by Israel. Now when the UN conference or summit or meeting was happening, the president of South Africa, of course, Cupcake as he's called, or His Excellency Cyril Ramaphosa, came in to talk about it and condemn the actions by Israel. Allegedly is detained by the Israel, so he had to say something about it, and he was condemning the arrest of a South African. So now, guys, so well, guys, I was still telling you, when Mandela or Nelson Mandela's grandson was arrested or was detained, so many South Africans came to talk about it. Now, I saw a post by Mark G, one of the biggest podcasters on the African continent and arguably in the world. He was posting about it just to make sure people get to know what's going on in the world. Now, what's funny is the comment sections. Yo, Ziyakala, man. South Africans are always on fire, are always on standby to comment either in a good way or in a crazy way. So now the main intention for this video is to actually bring you the comment section, man. It's crazy, man. Yes, it's crazy, man. South Africans, wow, it's crazy. I'm gonna read you a couple of comments, actually about 10 comments. And now what's even worse, I saw one of my friend who works on I don't know if I should mention his name, but he works on a radio on a popular radio station in Eastern Cape. He's a white dude. What he said is good riddance. That's what he said in the comment section. That's crazy, man. I remember he's talking this about Nelson Mandela's grandson who has been arrested. Now, I would not want to judge this gentleman because he's a very kind, nice guy. But I would also, based on other comments, if you see what this guy said and other comments, you could really say, man, this is social media, man. And I usually see the kind of comments, someone is going through a hard time or a tough time, and people are using it against him or are blaming him. So, man, all I want to say to you is subscribe to the channel, like, share, and comment. Watch the video till the end and tell me what you think about this. I'm going to give you the comments for you to see. Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. I have this phone I bought from South Africa. It's a Hong Kong phone. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Let me try to read you some comments. It's crazy, man. South Africans usually says yakala bafethu. Okay, let me read you one of the first. Mokoena said, all I'm gonna say is South Africa first. I'm not sure why he went there, but my stance is, how can you save another man's house when your house is burning in South Africa? We've got too many problems to be involved in foreign affairs. Not saying what happened to him is good, but already the state was in unrest. But you go there. Sympathy, empathy, compassion after, but logic, rationality, and common sense first. But let's not get involved in foreign affairs. This is what Mokoena said. Now, let me read you another comment. What day 514 said, Mossad, the Zionists are dangerous. They unalived our ambassador, Honorable Nati Mutetwa. Okay, that's the story I was supposed to talk about, but it's so deep for me to get involved into. Then the Eastern Cape man. Oh, shout out to everyone from Kabeha, Eastern Cape, South Africa. P.E. Port Elizabeth, East London, Kwazakel, New Brighton. I love you so much, guys. Sama Strand. Well, this man from Eastern Cape said, there is about 40 million people displaced on the verge of famine in Sudan. Okay. Gaza is a popular fight. Sudanese people need aid too. I have zero sympathy for him. This is the guy from Eastern Cape. And actually remember, Nelson Mandela's Kaya, his roots is from Eastern Cape, because Nelson Mandela is a Xhosa man. So Xhosa people are from Eastern Cape. So this guy is talking about his relative, pretty much his relative. So he said, Gaza is a popular fight. Sudanese people need aid too. I have zero sympathy for him. People forget Gaza has Israel hostages. That doesn't condone a genocide for women and children. All I'm saying is my thoughts and sympathies are with my Sudanese people. So this guy is trying to be African, Pan-African, baby. So I really understand and side with the guy. Only that I don't know much details about this story. Then Sanele Sabalala. The guy is grandstanding. He has no history of activism in his own country. He's talking about Mandela, Nkosi, grandson to Nelson Mandela. Okay. He said the guy is grandstanding. He has no history of activism in his own country. With that being said, I hope he comes back home safely. So I don't know what to make of your comment, Madame Sanele. Oh, I don't know if Sanele is female or male. Justice Mlangeni. Okay, let's hear from our land friend. No kidnapped, but detained. I'm a South African living in Israel. Call me to hear the truth of all the 22,000 of us living here in Israel. Oh, Justice Mlangeni, I tried to send you a message. Maybe we can get in touch and I get to hear details of your story, but you never came back to me. So, Your Honor, Your Majesty, if you're listening, if you're watching or listening from me, please trying to send me a message. I would really like to get details of what is happening in Jerusalem and Palestine. They think we are legendary me 253. They think we are dumb. There is a lot of BS happening in South Africa, and they are trying to, by all means, to shift our focus from that. Good luck to bro out there. So he's trying to say there's a lot on South African plate, so we don't want to be diverted. Usually Ugandans, they say that's diversion, Okay, I hear you, legendary. Tabang says, well, the comments are disappointing. Well, seeing how dirty Israel plays, I wouldn't be shocked if someone incomplete story. Ngube. Hey guys, the name is hard for me to pronounce, but I'll post it anyway. Since when is Mandela an activist for anything? They must arrest him if he has violated their laws. The people in Gaza are suffering while they want fame. So he's trying to say that Mandela is looking for is looking for fame in a situation where people are dying in Gaza. Ronnie says Africans need to be educated about this Gaza stuff. Thousands of people are being unalived in Mozambique, Nigeria, DR Congo, Sudan, black people, but not one is making noise about it. Man, this is really fair. Shout outs to you, Ronnie. Now people are dying just in the neighborhood, but you know South Africans are very unserious people. I would like to say this on a low key, because you see now, most recently South Africa deployed some troops to DR Congo, but hey man, about 5 or 10 South African female soldiers went back home pregnant. So guys, you guys are not made sure. South Africans are not made sure, but faith to I would disagree. You say you need to support your own, you need to support fellow Africans, but when you come, I mean, I understand the beauty is beauty in South Africa. I mean, I know if soldiers from Uganda met South African female soldiers, I mean, the story will be changing. It will not be about the battle, it will be about I understand, I hear you, man. Ronnie, thanks for your comment. Man, this name I can't pronounce, but I'm gonna read your comment. We have a lot going on as a country. Yena akame angane kubizila. Yeah, so you can, I don't really want to get into this because I'm a little bit confused. Lindile says, what are we in the Palestine? Our people are suffering here in the Eastern Cape province, and he wants to be a hero. Yes, everyone is coming up to make comments about Mandela leaving neglecting what is happening in Eastern Cape, and he rushes to Gaza. There's this one also, leaving the Eastern Cape with all its problems to go fight for Palestine is wild. Well, I don't know, maybe his interest is in Gaza. Maybe his ancestors, his ancestors, maybe his granddad told him to go to Gaza first, because it is where the war is actually, because there's no war in South Africa. Maybe it is his calling, man. Maybe it is his calling. Then the other one said, yo, Booty, why do you go so far instead of helping your people? Mandela must be saying this grandchild is crazy. Yo, hi. This is Ronnie Bedu. Ronnie Bedu says, yo, Booty, why do you go so far? South Africans are very crazy, man. Nunu Kosi. Nunu, shout out to you, Nunu. Nunu says, now he wants us to provoke the Israeli army just for Yena hour. Guys, we can't risk our taking country, yo. This is Nkosi Nunu. Nkanyiso Niki Mtembu says they should keep him for 27 years. He's insane. People of Mtata are suffering, always on checkpoint, crossing rivers, carrying coffins, and school kids walking miles through the bushes to school. Yet he wants to go and save Gaza. Man, that's crazy and wild, man. That's crazy and wild. Michael Malikita, he is an idiot. He thinks he is Mandela. Mike, that's so rude, man. Dead me too. Hey, to me, dead to me, dead to you, TED 2ME. Children in the Eastern Cape are dying from malnutrition, and bro decided to risk his life helping people outside our continent. Okay, some patriots. We are Papa. He left starving people in his village to feed people of Gaza. Well, guys, what I know for sure, the word "we are Papa" doesn't mean, it's not a kind word. So this guy was so anyway. Aninomazi, charity begins at home. That's what she said. Lutia guys, the comments are so heavy. Let me look for another comment from this friend of mine who is a radio presenter. Senzo Mbata, the Mandela surname doesn't mean anything to us now. We have bigger problems in South Africa. Umjita akame angani. Yeah, he says Mandela's name doesn't mean much to them right now. Suddenly, then there's this friend of mine who said, good riddance. Now this guy is a radio presenter in the Eastern Cape. And I told you, Nelson Mandela is also from Eastern Cape, firstly because of his tribe. He's a closer man. So the closer men or the closer people originate from Eastern Cape. And if you go to the Eastern Cape province of South Africa, you'll find so many people speaking Xhosa, isiXhosa. As you could go to Durban or KwaZulu Natal, you would find so many people speaking Zulu, and so many. And if you go to Limpopo, you would find people speaking Venda and stuff like that. So Eastern Capers or people from Eastern Cape are making a comment because this is their very own person who is doing this. He's neglecting them and then rushing for the Palestinians. Now there's Zandile Moteko. Zandile Moteko says that time the boats had no aid. Then there's this one also. We have our own problem. Uzoba writes. This one is trying to say that you will be fine. We have our own after serving, then he will be released. Probably that's what he's trying to say. Then this one says Cupcake is all condemnations and no action. So he's trying to say the president of South Africa was nicknamed Cupcake. So he's trying to say that he can only comment or condemn or condone sometimes if he needs to, but no action. He only talks, but no actions taken by the president. Now this one asks, ufike njani apo ngoku lo mfo yazitanda izinto damn. So he says, how did you get there, bro? You really love style, or you really love the limelight, because he said ufike njani apo ngoku lo mfo uyazithanda izinto. Damn. I think if I haven't misinterpreted this, this lady was trying to say that, man, you love the limelight. How did you get there, man? Because Gaza is very far, man. And if you know what is happening there, it's not celebration, it's not party, man. It's not like Ibiza. It's war, man. People are dying, man. So if you hear about the Iron Dome and stuff like that, you don't rush to go there because it's very far from South Africa itself. It's far from Africa, the continent. But how did he get there? This is what the person was trying to ask, man. I think I'll call it that, and I'll post for you the comments to see how crazy the people are commenting. But anyhow, guys, what do you make of it? What do you make of Mandela, Nelson Mandela's grandson's detention in Israel, allegedly? And what do you think? Did you side with the commenters or do you side with tormentors? What do you think, guys? Tell me what you think in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like, share, and comment. Actually, as I told you, I am a foreigner. I do foreign vlogs. I interview people. I do some bit of reactions currently. These days I do reactions because what I do is I'm busy sometimes being grazing, so I don't have time to go to the city, maybe capital city, or walk get out of Uganda and start interviewing foreigners. Actually, even if there's so many foreigners in Uganda, I would like to go to Kampala, Lubaga. I talk to the Somalians. I see how many spaza shops they've established in Lubaga, in Kisenyi. There's so many foreigners. I mean, even not far away from here, I know there's so many. There's a refugee camp. I would like to go there someday. But all I want to say to you guys, subscribe to the channel for more content coming.